Well, not surprisingly, we're going to start off with Haiti in the aftermath of the huge earthquake, 7.3 magnitude on the Richter scale. It's been more than a week since it flattened the capital, Port-au-Prince. But now we're going to look at another part of the story as the country continues to struggle in its worst ever disaster. UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon calls it one of the biggest humanitarian tragedies in decades.
A week after the nightmare, the world is still struggling to get food and water to the hungry and thirsty. The Vermain camp near the airport in Port-au-Prince provides scant shelter for thousands of survivors. The homeless are growing desperate.
I have many problems. I can't find anything to eat. I don't have a house. I don't have clothes. I don't have anything.
As President Obama has said, we will be here today, tomorrow, and for the time ahead.
The once sleepy airport is now Haiti's overstretched lifeline. And the lifeline is tied in knots. The U.S. has come under fire for giving priority to military flights, not aid planes.
The U.S. is playing a dominant role in Haiti. Thousands of its troops have flooded in and to take charge of aid efforts and security. But some countries are skeptical about American motives. This is about helping Haiti, not about occupying Haiti. Alain Joindet, French Minister of Foreign Aid.
Mr. Obama, send field hospitals instead of so many soldiers so that there are fewer soldiers with machine guns and rifles and a generous amount of doctors and nurses and medical equipment.
The White House stressed it has no intention of taking power, but its place in America's backyard makes Haiti's significance clear.
The fundamental question for the country is, do we care? Beyond the storm, of the earthquake, do we care? And the answer is, I think we should. And I think we ought to care from a humanitarian perspective, and I also think from a strategic perspective, because it makes sense to have a stable democracy in our neighborhood.
The lack of basic necessities has turned the Haitian capital into a humanitarian nightmare. Desperation has spilled over into violence. Looters rampaged through part of downtown Port-au-Prince. Hundreds fought over bolts of cloth and other goods with broken bottles and clubs.
We have had shootings all over the city. We're not quite sure if it was the military, the international peacekeepers, or plain civilians defending their property. What we do know is there are sporadic shootings here and there, and people are fighting for the acquisition of food and water in certain distribution points.
Even worse, over 4,000 criminals have gone free with the collapse of the national prison. This week, a group of bandits robbed an arsenal, and at least 5 local police were killed.
Disasters can reveal the worst in human nature. Crime is a problem in Haiti, even in the best of times. With this kind of situation, it's going to go from bad to worse, and many problems still exist in the international relief efforts. The effort was hampered by a lack of effective coordination. The UN, which itself lost its Haiti headquarters, has tried to fill the void, but has struggled to bring the international relief effort together. The US has taken charge, but coordination has been unbalanced. The UN should take the lead.
Haiti is the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. 80% of the population lives in extreme poverty. Medical facilities are scarce. Life expectancy is less than 61 years. Only a fifth of its people have access to clean water, and only a similar number can read and write. Haitians even say they have been hungry for over 200 years since independence in 1804. 2 weeks ago, the earthquake brought the country to the brink of collapse.
The major problem, of course, is that Haiti is extremely poor. According to the World Bank, the earthquake damage is estimated to cost the country 15% of its GDP. Some media even said that it will set Haiti back 20 years. Haiti is located in the Caribbean basin where earthquakes, floods, and hurricanes frequently strike. If the country can't strengthen its capability for resisting disasters, it will be hard to develop again.
In Haiti, disaster is never far away. In 2004, floods in May and September claimed 5,000 lives. In 2008, it was storms and hurricanes. At least 800 people died and 1 million were left homeless. Nature can be cruel. But the bigger agony is endless unrest.
Haiti is the first country to win independence in Latin America, also the first black republic in the world. But since it declared independence 104 years ago, Haiti has been plagued by political instability, domination by dictators, economic stagnation, and divided governments.
Haiti was once colonized by Spain and France. Settlers massacred the native Indians and imported many African slaves. In 1790, the slaves revolted. After a decade of fighting, Haiti won independence. But independence didn't bring order, nor did the first democratic elections, which took place at the end of 1990. Just a year later, President Jean-Bertrand Aristide was overthrown by military coup and began a 3-year exile. In 1994, under the intervention of the United Nations and the United States, Aristide returned to power.
When we have Haitians.
But in February 2004, a violent rebellion forced him into exile again. 2 months later, the UN Security Council established its peacekeeping mission in Haiti. China so far has sent 8 contingents, even though the two countries have no diplomatic relations. In 2006, presidential elections were held. René Préval, who once owned a bakery, took office. Haitians' hopes rose. In recent years, with UN help, the situation in Haiti gradually stabilized. Then came the earthquake. But René Préval has not lost confidence.
The reconstruction of Haiti will not start from the outside in. What we need in Haiti is political stability. We need to reinforce democratic institutions, which is the main condition for stability.
For impoverished Haiti, there is little chance of going it alone. Does that mean no chance at all?
Opportunities is always present in the midst of crisis. The devastating earthquake hit Haiti, but the country got unprecedented help. How to utilize the international aid and turn it into a long-term assistance, the opportunity lies in there. In the end, Haiti will recover from the catastrophe.
The World Food Program says more than 250,000 ready-to-eat food rations have been distributed by Tuesday. Hardly enough for those in need.
The World Food Program estimates that right now there are at least 2 million people that will need food for the next months. We hope the international community and the donors will be as generous as they have been in the past so we can continue assisting these people that need us most right now.
Looting continues, and so does the suffering. People are desperate for a new home. It is estimated that reconstruction could take at least 5 years. It's not just a test for Haiti and the U.S., but for the entire international community.
On Monday, donor countries will meet in Canada to discuss reconstruction for Haiti. The Montreal meeting will offer an opportunity to reassess the situation. It will also allow the UN to focus international efforts to better help the Haitian people meet the challenges and prepare for long-term stabilization. That's it for Haiti. Up next, Barack Obama in his first year in office. What has it meant for China? We'll tell you right after this.